Greetings. Happy Friday morning. Don't know if you'll be watching it on Friday, so happy any kind of morning. So, my hair is not cooperating with me today. That's okay. I don't come here for you to look at how beautiful I am or am not. Just wanted to say hi to everybody, share a few things with you. So, before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that and hit the notification button so you know when I posted something new. So, I'll take you along on my little walk around my yard today. You ready? Let's go. Wow, after all this time, I finally have a loofah coming up. I'll let it grow quite a bit more before I put it out in the ground. Down here I have some squash coming up. Some mint and some water and some in dirt. Kind of an experiment to see which takes off with roots fastest. My little avocado plant, and down here I think this looks like I'm guessing it's cilantro, because that might be what was planted in this. I reused a little pot of dirt and a stray seed got in there, I'm thinking. So here we have another squash and these got planted late, but they're early Cascade tomatoes. So I'll let them grow just a little bit more before I plant them out too. And here's some parsley that I stuck down in there thinking that maybe it would get some roots, and so far looks good. And here I have dill coming up. I tried an experiment with my beets. Every time I planted out in the ground, they got eaten up. I've had better luck with them in pots, so I picked up this little pot holder, or what, pot holder, little wire thing at a garage sale, and I've got one beet in each of these containers, and I made sure the containers were deep enough and wide enough to have for a beet to be in there. And I have someone trying to see what I'm up to here. Girlie, you better not jump. Yeah, you're a sweetie pie. Well, this very, 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 very tall fennel is going to seed. I see. I just let it do its thing. Then I can collect some seeds from it for cooking. And down here ouch, there, okay, I believe this is okra, at least that's what it says I planted there, and so I'm assuming that what's coming up is what I planted, and it's looking fairly good. Never planted okra before, so I don't know at what point it makes okras. But what I really came out here today to show you is, and I don't know if you can see them, I have at least, here's one here, and here, and here's a purple one, and well, I counted, they're too small to really see on the camera, but I have at least a dozen little tomatoes coming on. Some of them are green and some of them are purple and some of them are multicolored. So, and I didn't label all of my pepper plants. This one is just so tall, hasn't got any blooms on it yet, and the leaves are kind of fuzzy. But my more conventional ones, as you can see, I have a bloom here, and over here some blooms, and my shorter plants are blooms down there. So I'm gonna have some peppers, and I didn't label any of the peppers to know what kind I've got. So most of my pepper plants were bells, and I've attempted germinating some non-bells, and didn't have so much luck, but we'll see what we've got as things come up. But anyway, this one is a very beautiful plant, but it's as tall, almost as tall as the tomatoes. Tomatoes in this bed aren't as prolific. I mean, they're not growing as well as the ones over there, but they're okay. The one plant that looks worse for wear is the one that I was going to it's the beefsteak one that I was going to put my tomato in a competition, but it's got leaf wrinkle and it's not blooming yet, and we'll see what happens. I may want to put some of my tomatoes from over here in a competition instead, because they're just better. And I'll walk over to this part of the yard where I have my little fence garden. Oh, uneven ground there. All right, and here I have cucumbers, and they're looking pretty good. And it looks like I'm going to have lots of little grapes, more cucumbers, and more grapes. I don't see any actual grapes on this vine, but the vine is doing nicely. Cucumber. Okay, these are beans, and they're looking good. And here I've got some flowers and some sunflower coming up. My blackberries are blooming like crazy. Going to be a lot of berries. One little raspberry plant kind of down in here, and I see berries I need to pick. How about that? Okay, walking over toward our regular raspberry patches. There's tons of berries. I see a thistle plant that needs to come out. Tons of berries, but they aren't getting ripe yet. We're going to have lots of them, though, when they do. The ones over there with the blackberries will have more hot sun more longer. Oh, I do see a few that are ripe. Because over there I had gotten a nice handful that I stuck in my mouth and ate. Oh, I hear a woodpecker. The lilies are so pretty along here. The weeds are in bad need of attention, but we'll work on those some other day. Oh, aren't these pretty? Pink and purple and yellow. Beautiful. This big squash plant is looking nice. Squash or pumpkin, I don't remember which it was, but they're kind of all part of the same family. I've got some sunflowers coming up over here among the weeds. And oh, I see I have a few little peas on there. I need to check my other peas over in the garden and see if I've got some ready to pick. I love when the roses are in full bloom. They're so pretty. Well, the rhubarb's still looking healthy, despite the fact that something came along and totally consumed some of the biggest, beautifulest leaves. Don't know what it was, but I put some Sevin on it, and I know it's a chemical, but it seems to do the best job. So, other things along here doing fine.
What you doing?
Oh, look what I see. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. Oh yeah, blueberries. And then down here I have some squash pumpkin, I think it is, coming up. And I need to get out here and pull the grass out here again. It just keeps coming back. Planted flower seeds in here too, but they just don't seem to be germinating. I bought a big box of seeds from the dollar store, and just really not much luck. So, oh, this other blueberry bush has some too. Look at there. See how we're getting it on the camera? Yep. Very good. It looks like the wind pulled some branches down, but oh, the beans are looking good here. And the arugula, I think, is trying to go to seed, so I'm going to have to harvest that. And another bean, and I think that one's a cucumber. So, and I've had really good luck with onions this year. Let's come over here where the corn is. It's looking pretty good. This side looks better than the other side. I need to come out and give it some water. Well, my battery's just about dead, so I'm going to have to quit for a while here, and I'll see you again in a few minutes. I have a bloom here, kind of a sorry looking one, but it's a bloom nevertheless. Let's see if it's male or female, I can't tell. Looks like it might be a female. I hope that means I'll get a squash. I love my daisies. They're so pretty. But I'm going to walk over here and show you this whole bundle of roses too. Just lots of roses on here. Lots and lots. I need to deadhead some of them. And this rhubarb plant is looking real good this year. Even that one is looking way, way better than it has in years past. And I have a potato coming up there. And more beautiful roses. Lots and lots of roses. I love my roses. Isn't this pink one pretty? It looks so different on the camera than it does in person. It's the way the light hits it on the camera. It's just totally pink in person. The camera puts light on it. These red ones are pretty too. And I have a sunflower coming up right here. It's the tallest one of all the ones that I've got. These plants are so pretty. I don't remember the name of them, but I really enjoy them. This is the biggest one I have in my yard. Well, no, I'll take that back. This one over by my irises too. Actually, I think this one's bigger. And it's fairly easy to propagate in other places. My yucca plant is getting bigger every year. It has yet to bloom. I don't know when yuccas bloom, or I'll have to do some research. I also have a nice big tall weed right there. And then I'm going to wander over to my potatoes. Take a look at them. They are looking big and beautiful. I wanted to show you this one onion, how big it is. See the size of my hand and how big the top is on this onion. It's just huge. The onion is mostly underground. It looks like it's, oh yeah, it's going to be a big onion. Looks good. So, I have a big tree branch that needs to be cut out from on top of my other potatoes there. I'll have to get some help from my hubby to do that. I need to take care of the grass out here again. It has grown up considerably. This part, even though it gets the same amount of water from the sprinkler as the other end gets, it just doesn't seem to grow much. I'm not sure what the deal is. I even have one area that last fall I dug it all up and put compost in place in there, thinking that that would be a good place to grow things this year, and it hasn't done much. So this is my dead fig tree. I'll leave it there just in case it's got a weed growing around it. Okay. Okay, my husband took down this whole tree that was leaned over on my potatoes. Don't know what it is, but it looks like it's going to seed. If anybody knows what this is, just let me know. He cut down the whole thing, so it won't be coming back up. Hopefully, well, it probably will, but at least not for a while. Oh, to be so lazy. My beautiful ones. I'm so glad you joined me today. I reminded you at the beginning about subscribing and liking and hitting the notification bell. So one more reminder. Happy gardening. May the good Lord richly bless you. Until next time. This is Darlene from Darlene's Garden saying bye for now.